Welcome to Stare Down the Bowl. I'm Susan Hunt, and I'm your host. Let's dig in. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce Joseph Hackman, founder and CEO of Permanence, and a true software engineer extraordinaire. Joseph was the technical lead for machine learning at Intel, later built the AI team at ASAP, was the head of AI at Attentive, and has since gone on to found Permanence. He also shared his experience as faculty at Columbia University teaching data center systems. Welcome, Joseph.
Thank you. So nice to be here.
Good to be here too with you. You've been on this AI journey longer than most. I'd love for you to give our audience a little bit of insight into what you've accomplished, what your journey was like. I know you have told me a story that you started coding when you were 6 years old, which I love this story and love to hear more about it. It goes directly to the idea that having availability, access to different things ends up creating great tech leaders.
Yeah, access I think does matter. I was really lucky to have access to a computer, and my brother, who's 3 years older than me, was able to teach me how to code way back when I was 6. Impressive enough that he learned without any of these skills, additional coaching. But I started when I was 6. I was writing in BASIC, came with every DOS or Windows computer. Pretty good IDE, actually. A great way to learn programming, I think. But very self-contained. And I kind of picked up new languages. The internet was kind of just getting started, but there were the people who were on the internet, largely software engineers. So a lot of the content that was available really early on was about programming. And that's kind of what got me into AI. I got really interested in chatbots and kind of this idea of these competitions to see who could build software that would, pass the Turing test for the longest amount of time or something like that. And I started doing what you would now call AI in playing with language models that were open source, tinkering with them for a junior high school science fair project back in 2001. And I've just kind of maintained an interest in it since then. Kept coding all the way through, elementary school, junior high school, high school. Went to college for computer hardware engineering and also Chinese, and thought that a lot of the problems that I had in studying Chinese could be solved with a computer. In particular, I was really interested in this case of trying to determine whether a word in Chinese text was a native Chinese word or a loan word. Basically, should it be spelled? Should you try to sound it out phonetically, or should you look it up in a dictionary? And I, in college, had like a very, very rudimentary solution for this. It was pretty bad. But it got me really thinking about kind of how the state of AI was evolving. There's the so-called AI winter. So actually most of the time that I was a kid, the field of AI, particularly neural AI, wasn't really moving, especially in like natural language processing, computational linguistics.